recruited by Clemson. Danny Ford comes to little old Winsboro High School to recruit you. You end up signing a letter of intent with Clemson University to play football. But I want to take it back a couple steps to one of the recruiting trips you had as a high school athlete when you were really exposed to the Clemson culture and family on a recruiting trip. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh yeah, that was the first time I ever met Refrigerator Perry.
The
William
Fridge.
Perry?
We're talking Super Bowl shuffle.
Oh yeah.
William Perry. Tell us
Mr.
more.
William Perry. Well, we were sitting down in the parking lot after the game, and I noticed his family was sitting down a few cars from us. And after, I guess they went in and showered up and everything, Big William Perry come across the parking lot with a big case of Busch Light on his shoulder, heading down the party after the game.
The Fridge icing down a whole case of Busch Light on his own shoulder
Exactly.
after a big game in Death Valley.
That's right.
Folks, you can't get much better than this. Now, Robert, I want to get back to a little twist that we have in terms of the history of the game. Because everyone knows that Clemson has Howard's Rock.
Yes, sir, they do.
The Gamecocks have 2001 and Sandstorm.
Oh, my God, yes.
And there's all these things that over the years get added to the rivalry. But from what I hear, you've got a story that you started into that can give us more of an in-depth feeling from a Carolina fan of something you experienced firsthand recently.
Yes, sir, I can. And like I was telling you, when I fell off, I hit my head and I knocked myself out. Come to, we was in Williams-Brice and 85,000 fans, but, and I don't want to give away the story right now because
Now, you hit your head.
Yes, sir.
Was there any damage, any brain damage, anything from the fall?
Not that I see. I don't see any brain damage. I mean, I feel normal.
I'm going to take your word for that.
Okay, thank you.
So you fell off, hit your head, and the next thing you know, you're in Williams-Brice Stadium.
I was
85,000 fans.
garnet and black.
It's game day.
Game day. Yes,
It's
it is.
Carolina Clemson. It's the biggest day in college football in South Carolina.
Yeah, and this rap was even special because, we just had the terrible flood. You got people out there wanting to damn raise money for Clemson and Carolina to help the victims of the flood. Everybody cares in South Carolina, but when it's time for game day, Clemson, Carolina, it's a big war down there. I've been there. It's a great place to be, great atmosphere. But, it was just a strange feeling, Tony, to be there in the middle of the game with Todd Ellis and Angel Wings. And the fan the whole stadium went quiet when he started telling me about the big quartz rock that I hit my head on.
It was a rock.
A quartz rock. I mean, it's milky white. Got all kind of different garnet lines to it. It's a beautiful rock. I brought it home with me, Tony. I mean, I got up and, I felt concussed. I was scared to drive, but I said, something happened special, and I just couldn't leave that rock on the ground. So, I got up. I dug it out with, a screwdriver and a little pry bar I had, Tony, and picked it up with my crane off my service truck and put it in the back of the truck so I could bring it here and not only share the story with the Carolina fans, but the Clemson fans, because something magical happened that day over there in Chapin, Tony. I just can't explain it.
Robert, this is an amazing story, and we're gonna dig even deeper into this, because I want to hear more about this rock. But from what I've understood from talking to some friends, you've experienced over the years some traumatic things as a Gamecock fan and just as a human being. I mean, there's a tornado in your past.
Yes, it is.
Can you tell me a little bit about what happened?
Oh, Tony, this must have been like in 1988, and I was working in Lexington, and all of a sudden whistles started blowing, horns going off, and a tornado was coming, and I was building a church, me, crazy ass Robert, you know, working on the church, building a sanctuary for the Lord,
Doing something for the community.
doing something for our community, not actually doing God's work, but helping God out, so He can talk to other people, about wrongs and rights in the world. And several of my coworkers looked, and it was a tornado coming, Tony. And man, we all jumped down and we hid in the bathroom and shut the door. Man, it sounded like a train. There was dirt flying and all this, and we got out. Man, there was metal everywhere, but wasn't nobody hurt. It was amazing to be going through something like that.
It's almost a miracle that you still sit here before us after the things that you've experienced, the tornadoes, and even the tornadoes of 1984, the things that we've experienced, that you guys have experienced, and you falling on top of what may be a magical, pure, white quartz rock. We'll be right back.